Hey guys. Hey, how you doing? You good? Okay. Hey guys, it's your girl Monet and welcome to my channel. Damn Monet. So today I will be doing story time. This story will be about my first fight. My first fight, I want to say it was in 6th grade. Don't get me wrong, I believe it was in 6th or 7th grade. But, yeah, so let's get into this video. So, let's see, what should I name her? Let's name her Jack, okay? So, I guess you can say, not I guess, you can say, me and Jasmine was really, really close friends. Like, we had a little squad and everything. We were squatted up, you know. We had our little girl squad. So, it was 4 of us in this little squad that I had. Well, okay, so I'm gonna try not to get this. So I got Jasmine, which is the person I fought. Then we have Jessica, which is the goofy one, the little brat, the annoying short one. And then we have let's give her Unique. Okay, let's give her Unique. Unique was the little lit one, the one who knew everybody. She was the thick one, little thick she had that body. So me, I was the goofy one. I was mostly the quiet one. Who just went with the program, you know, whatever. Jasmine was the one who was mostly the instigator, who had all the tea. You wanted to find out something? Just go to Jasmine. So, let's start from the beginning. Let's tell a little bit of the background. So, it was the 4 of us, and we was really, really close. It was like, what, 1st and 2nd grade? And we stood together. When one got in trouble, you knew the 3 of us was in the back of that other. So, you know, we never let each other go down by themselves. Like, we always try to get in trouble together, basically. And after a while, you know, Jessica had moved away a couple years later, which made me really sad. And oh goodness, it made me really sad. And Unique, after that, she moved a couple years later also, and it was just me and Jasmine. Me and Jasmine started to fall apart when she started hanging with the wrong crowd. It was no more of the 4 divas or whatever. And, you know, it really just like, the whole thing just fell apart. But me, Unique, and Jessica, we did stay in touch. But Jasmine, on the other hand, she ain't want nothing to do with us. We started, you know, we were still close, but we wasn't as close, if you know what I mean, basically. So, all of a sudden, Unique and Jasmine started beefing. And we like, bro, like, what's good? Like, you gotta, we had this friendship for so long. You know what I mean? We had that friendship. Hey, I'm sorry. I just like to, So, yeah. We had a long friendship. We trying to fix it. It was no fixing. So, since Unique had beef with Jasmine, Jessica had beef with Jasmine because they was closer than what they were. So, me, I'm just like in the middle because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't mess with you because you don't mess with her. No, I'm not that type of person. That's y'all problem. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'ma still talk to that person. Like, you can't stop me from doing that, right? So, I'm sorry. My thing started falling. Okay. So, basically, after a couple years go by again, me and Jasmine, we was still talking as regular friends. She used to come to me with her problems to get advice and everything. And all of a sudden, there was this one day I was not in the mood for anything. Like, nothing. I was not in the mood. And she goes, oh, she always talking stuff about me, I don't know what to do, but I want to be her friend, this and that, etc. And I'm trying to give her advice. Boy, when I tell you, she is the most fakest person anyone can ever meet. She's the most fakest. So, those people, all of a sudden, like, I want to say about approximately 10 minutes going by, and they walked by our class. You won't believe what happened next. Jasmine. So we sitting down at our table or whatever, we just chit-chatting. She gets up, boom, running, like if she was in a race, to go and hug the person she was just talking about. Calm down. So I look, and I'm like this. Let me get close so you can see my face expression. I'm like, wasn't you just talking about that person? So she come back to sit down after 3-4 minutes of talking, chit-chatting with them. And I look at her like, I'm like, what, you was just talking about them. So she go, why are you making that face? I said, you really gonna ask that question? So she go laughing. She go, what are you talking about? Throwing herself around like if something's funny. And I'm sitting here being serious. So I go, wasn't you just talking about how they was faking? You didn't want to talk to them and you wanted to fight and all that, etc. She go, yeah, but we still friends. I said, Jasmine, I'm not in the mood today. I don't got time for this. I don't got time for the games. So she go, what are you talking about? What's your problem? I go, my problem is that you're being fake because you want to sit there and talk to someone you was just talking about. Now, I'll be wrong to tell them what you was just telling me, would I? But then I calmed myself down. I said, that's not you, Monet. That ain't you. You ain't that type of person. Don't scoot down to her level. So, after that, she go, why are you acting like this? So I just shut up. I didn't say nothing else. I shut my mouth. So I was giving her the silent treatment, basically, little kid stuff. And all of a sudden, she goes to, another group of friends that we hang out with. And she go, start talking about me, whispering, pointing at me, like she was acting like she was the tough guy. Oh, she was not the tough guy, because everybody in that school knew who I was. Everybody in my class and like basically in my grade knew that I was a little crazy, and I don't play that. So I'm like, okay, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm watching the movie because we had a substitute that day. I forgot to tell you, I'm sorry. We had a substitute that day, so, we got that little free period going on, you know. And, so she's over there pointing. I'm saying nothing. I'm going to watch the movie. I'm sitting there just chilling. And then one of my friends come up to me, like, yo, what's y'all beefing already? Wasn't y'all just sitting next to each other? I was like, it's none of your business. I don't want you to get involved. But just know I'm not going to be talking to her ever again. And now I see why Unique and Jessica stopped talking to her. So I'm like, okay. They's like, all right. So they go back over there. And then after lunch, lunchtime came. And we was in the lunchroom. We got up, we ate. All of a sudden, I'm walking, and I felt a little shove. So I turn around, and I'm like, the word is, excuse me. So she go, excuse me. I said, what? I advise you to say that nicely. Me and my mom know I wasn't a good child. Because I'm not going to lie like these other people. I wasn't a good child. I was a little bad, try to be sneaky type child. And so she go, excuse me. I was like, oh. I said, can you say it nicely, please? And she go, no, for what? I said, excuse me, be grateful. I said, this girl right here done lost her mind. That's what I was saying in my head. I didn't say that out loud. Don't get me wrong. I didn't say that out loud. I wasn't that tough now. I wasn't that tough. So we go back upstairs from lunch. And I was with the squad. And she was already, because she went upstairs early. So I was upset. I was walking up the steps with the squad. We was loud or whatever. Loud and obnoxious. And she was watching, the movie. So we were screaming, we was laughing. And she was like, can you guys please be quiet? I said, ooh. I was like, guys, because that's not how someone asks you to be quiet. So I was making noise. I was starting to sing. Bro, I don't know why this won't stay still. So I was starting to sing, even though I can't sing. I was starting to sing, and I was being loud, and I was laughing. I was doing it on purpose to get her mad. I was doing it on purpose. Yes, I was. So my friends laughing because they like, Monet, you're crazy. So I'm doing it. I'm still laughing. I'm dancing around. I'm like, woo-hoo, like, partying with my friends, We were starting to goof around. So we sat at the table after that because we were still working in the class. So we sat down. We all sat as a group. Yo, when I tell you that was funny, we all sat as a group. We was mad loud. We was chit-chatting. We was dancing in our chairs or whatever. And she walks up and go, I asked you to be quiet. And I said, well, as a polite person, they would say, may you please be quiet when I'm trying to watch a movie. So she go, I don't have to do all that. It was like, I don't know who you think you are. So don't get tough out here. So I'm like, oh, I got up. And I said, I advise you get your face out of my face in a few minutes. She said, and if I don't? I said, oh, I had to back up. Her breath was a little kicking. No, I'm just playing. Her breath wasn't stinking. But, I backed up. And I go, I'm not going to tell you again. So then that's when the teacher came over and she made her sit back down. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's nothing. My friends, I sat back down. My friends like, yo, Monet, why you did that? I'm like, no, because I'm not going to sit here and be treated like that. I don't care if she watching her show. And I was still loud. And then she goes and tells the teacher, can you please tell them to be quiet? I'm trying to watch the movie and they're being loud. I just want to watch the movie. So I'm like laughing. The whole class was just laughing after that. And the teacher's like, all right, guys. She walked over and she was like, all right, guys, settle down. You know, that's just be nice. I'm like, miss, she's not nice to us. Why be nice to someone that's not nice to us? Get treated the way you want to be treated. So, like, you know, she goes, that's true, but, you know, don't scoot down to people's level. So we still loud. We ignored what the teacher said. We still loud. And she left the room. So after that, like, we haven't seen her the rest of the day. So let's fast forward, because, you know, throughout the week, we was beefing, blah, blah, blah. Ain't nothing big. Ain't nothing happen. So a couple weeks later, we was in math class. And, oh my goodness, did I love that teacher. I don't say her name, because I don't mind. But her name was Miss Palladino. She was one of the best teachers, besides Miss Lindsay. But, yeah. So, and Miss Gonzalez, I gotta give a shout out to her. Mr. Bull, I had a lot of phone calls going home from you. But, you know, you was cool. So, a couple weeks go by, we was sitting in math class, and this little girl. So yeah, now I remember, it was 7th grade. It was 7th grade, because that's when we were switching class. Yeah, that was our first year switching class, so it was in 7th grade. I figured it out. So I asked Miss Palladino to pass out the, you know, classwork that she had to pass back to the class. So, you know, of course, because I was her favorite student. No, let me stop. But, you know, I was one of the students that, you know, she liked or whatever. And she let me pass it out. So I'm walking past, you know, going through the aisles or whatever you want to say, to passing out the names or whatever. So I go past her desk because I was trying to go to the last seat that was in her row. She was sitting, like, kind of in the third seat of that row, and then I had to go all the way to the last. So I'm walking. I'm not minding. I'm not thinking someone, you know, is going to do something. I'm just, you know, walking, passing out papers. So she goes and put her foot out, and I didn't see it. And I tripped and fell. Bro, this is how I felt. The paper was in my head. I can't really show y'all really because I'm, like, you know, standing up and I don't have enough room to actually go down. So I was like, boom. And I almost hit my face, but I don't know how, but my knees, both knees hit the ground. So I only hurt my knees. That was painful. But so I'm like, okay. I get up like, okay. You know, I was laughing. I was doing a real laugh, but you know. So, like that, basically. So, I get up and I look at her and I'm still laughing. All you seen was my arm like this. Pow! And I literally punched her on the side of her face. But I was laughing. That's the thing. I was laughing. So, all of a sudden, she gets up. She pushed me up against the desk. And my back is like that on the desk. So, I'm like, you know, leaning like that. So, she's holding me and she's scratching me. She's scratching, not punching. She's scratching me. So, she had nails on or whatever. At the time, I never wore nails because I wasn't, like, a girly girl at the time. But now, you know, I'm a little girly girl. Get that girly girl style. Nah. So, like, she's sitting there scratching me. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting up. I'm throwing punches. I'm punching her back. I punched her head a couple times. Then she slapped me. I don't do the slaps. So, after that, I finally got her off me. Because after she slapped me, you know, that hook came out and pushed her back. And we was fighting. We got on the floor. The desk was moved. We was pushed around and everything looked crazy. People trying to jump out their seats because they didn't want to get hit with the desk. She picks up a textbook. Mind you, she picks up a textbook. And I'm still pushing her. I don't know why I didn't take the opportunity to punch her. But I'm sitting here pushing her. And she's like, took the textbook. It was like, pow, on my head. So my head was like, boom. I'm like, bro, I know you did not just do that. So she turned, like, I'm like this, because that hurt. It was hard textbooks. So she pushed me. I don't know how. I got turned around. And she pushed me in the seat. So, like, our thing was like a, so basically, let me see. Say this was like, you know, the arm. This is the arm. And I'm sitting down on a chair. Our thing had an opening. Like, a little square opening. So, my head got through there. And I'm like, and she's telling somebody, hold her arms back. Hold her arms back. Mind you, I'm in a chair like this. And my head is in between the bars. So, she go, hold her arms back, hold her arms back. I said, if you touch my arms, I was screaming. And I'm like, if you touch my arms, I'm gonna punch you too. So I'm like, I was able to slide out. And I kicked her in her, you know, area. And I felt really bad after that. But I kicked her in area and I got not on top of her, but closely on top of her. And I started punching her, and she punching me. And we getting some good hits, and she was getting some good hits, and I ain't gonna lie. But I was getting some extra good hits, because I kicked you too, honey. So she go, stop touching me. And then all we felt after because we was on the floor then. So we arguing, we fighting on the floor. All we felt was, shoop. And then we were still holding on tight to each other. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. This is making me mad now. But, so all we felt, we still holding on, was this. Boom! Mr. D. The security guard. He wasn't a security guard. He was like somebody to help somebody with problems or whatever. I forgot what you call them. But, like, he was also like our security guard because, you know, he was brolic and he was tough and he knew how to handle the children. All we heard was boom. Yo, when I tell you our backs was hurting because he basically body slammed us. And my teacher was like, yo, Mr. D, they're girls. She's trying to, like, calm him down because, you know, we wasn't listening to him when he was saying, get off, stop. So he body slammed us. We was in pain. That's when we stopped fighting. So he put me in his room because he likes me better. He liked me better. And she went to the office. Mrs. Chan? No, wasn't Mrs. Chan? No, it was Miss Montero. Miss Montero was our principal at that time. So she's in the office. She's going to Miss Montero, and I'm Mr. D. He's explaining to him what happened or whatever. And, okay. You gotta give me 1 minute because my phone is, you know. Okay, I'm back. I put the camera on the charger or whatever. So, yeah, so I'm in his room. She's in Miss Montero's office. And we have to explain to them, you know, what happened, what went down. And then after that, they put us in the same room to talk it out. I hate that part. So they put us in the same room after we, you know, I guess she told her what she had to her and I told him what I needed to tell him. And she goes, why do I have to come in here? And I don't want to see her. I said, what? You don't want to see me? So after that, I asked to use the bathroom. I didn't really go to the bathroom. You know where I went? To my English teacher's room, Miss Gonzalez's room, went to the locker. I was sitting on the window because we had a window in the locker, which was so cool. So I quickly called my mom. I said, Mom, I just got in a fight with Jasmine. I'm mad and I'm crying because they wouldn't let me finish fighting her. Because let me tell you this. When I get in a fight, I cry. And I'm not going to lie. I get in a fight and I cry because it's either one, they did not let me finish what I wanted to finish. Or two, I really feel bad for doing what I did. That's the only two reasons. I ain't crying because I got hurt or was... No, because my mom and dad, they're brolic. My mom is brolic. But, you know, so I'm like, I'm tough. And their ego is like so... And she go, calm down when they calm down. That's my teacher because she heard me screaming that. Like, I'm mad. She comes, she's like, Monica, are you okay? And I told her what happened. She's like, oh my God. Like, all right. And then, She's like, I'm not gonna tell anyone that you told me and that you're in here. I'm gonna just let them find you. And then I'm like, no, tell them if they ask you that if I'm in here, just tell them I am. So then my mom, she go, okay, I'm on my way. Me, I'm thinking only my mom was coming. This is why. This is why having a black family is lit, because you don't know what to expect. So, and especially because we're also Indian, like I'm Cherokee Indian and black. Shout out to my gang, Cherokee Indian gang, black gang, black and proud. Hey, I'm black and I'm proud. Hey, hey, I'm black and I'm proud. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, let me stop. So, so yeah, so she come, and all I see is her car pull up through the window, cause that classroom window was on, like, facing the front, the way you come in, basically. So I see, all of a sudden, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one was I thinking? Yeah, 5 people. I had to make sure. I'm sorry. Had to make sure. But 5 people, grown-ups, I should say. 5 grown-ups hopped out that van, because my mom had a van. And 2 children. 2 children. What the children gonna be here for, ma? Why you bring this? Come on, they gonna think I'm crazy, bringing my whole family for the fight. So my mom come, squatted up, you know, gang, and all of a sudden they in the office. So I get called down to the office. I'm scared, I'm paranoid, and they in the my mom knows the nurse really good, like they're really close. So she goes in the nurse office, my whole family in there. They told me go to after I went to the office, they told me go to the nurse. I'm like, really, you couldn't tell me that before you called me down? So they had it on the loudspeaker because they didn't know where I was. So they did it in the whole school. They say, Monet, please report to the office, and the whole school basically heard it. So I'm like, and after that, the beef continued, but, you know, we didn't have another fight. We wanted round 2, but it never happened. So, you know, that's the end of my story. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up. And comment below. Please, just help me. Help me get noticed. Like I said in my first video of my introduction, I really wanted to do this, you know, to inspire people, because I was inspired. So, you know, something fun to do and things, and I love to talk, as you see. But, yes, so please subscribe and follow my Instagram, which will be commented up there. And have a beautiful day, guys. Do my intro. I said my intro dance. Do my exit dance and lean back, and lean back, lean back, Cause I Millie rock on any block. Cause I'm a whip then dab, pipe it up then stab. Hey. Peace, guys. Mwah. Mwah.